Do you want to know how to fix all Gutenberg plugin errors within WordPress? Now I'm going to teach you a series of simple, no-nonsense steps to fix any error you may be experiencing within your WordPress website. I will show you some steps that will guide you throughout the correction process, without you having to waste your time looking for other solutions. Everything in a more didactic and complete way, without the need for any type of advanced knowledge. Here's a very important step that you cannot neglect. Use good website hosting. 90% of the problems we encounter on WordPress sites are always related to the hosting company. In some cases, the PHP version is out of date. In other cases, PHP does not have an extension allowed or features are missing. Therefore, we recommend Hostinger servers so that you can use PHP in your hosting company, regardless of which country in the world you are in. They have multi-language support, and they serve the entire world. They have a specific plan for WordPress with management, and it is one of the best plans for WordPress. We tested several sites within these plans. From the initial plan, you can host from 100 websites, and they are compatible with absolutely everyone. All the plugins we have tested to date, we have not found any plugin that does not work within the Hostinger environment. They also have a system within the panel to check viruses within WordPress installations, make updates within the panel, and check plugin compatibility, which will help you resolve most problems. There's a link in the description, and if you're purchasing an annual plan or longer, use our link to support our channel. One very important thing, as Rotchinger has a money-back policy if you don't like the product, you can simply do the following. By hosting from Rotchinger, install a WordPress site. Install all the themes and plugins you have on your current website. Check if it will work. If it works, you know the problem is with your website hosting and it's time for you to migrate. All you have to do is bring your website to Hostinger. Even Hostinger does the migration for you free of charge. All you have to do is join one of their plans. I recommend Cloud Startup for sites that need more performance, and call the support team, and they will help you with the migration process. Before making any changes, you must back up your environment. It is very important to have a backup of your website. Even if it has a problem, make a backup of the website to its current state. You can ask your hosting company's support team, or you can hire Hostinger, link in the description, and you can have their automatic backup. Backing up on the Hostinger panel is very simple to do. I'm going to teach here, and almost every hosting company is the same. Within your hosting company's dashboard, you go to Files, and you will have the Backups option. Coming here to the Backups option, I can click on Create New Backup. I come to Select. It warns me that it will overwrite the previous backup. Continue, and it starts creating my backup. I have to wait until this backup is complete, so I can start making the changes that will fix the problems with the plugins and themes within my website. Okay, backup completed. Now you can go to your website, make the necessary changes. If you have a problem, it's very simple to restore the backup. You can come here to restore the website. Select the date of the backup you made. Click on Restore, and it carries out the entire process. This said hosting. If you are using another hosting company, just contact technical support, and they will help you resolve the issue and perform a restoration if necessary. This is the first step to solving problems. In fact, if you have a problem and don't have any new information on the site, you can try restoring old backups to see if it fixes the problem you're getting. Increase PHP memory. This is a step that solves most cases of problems with plugins, especially cases of instability, when the site goes on and off. Let's go. Coming to your hosting company's dashboard, you can click here on Advanced PHP Configuration, and you will land on this screen. You go to PHP Options. you will go down to the option that talks about PHP memory. Here I have it set to 512 megas. I can change it to 1024. Keeping in mind that my plan has 3 gigs. Incredible, 3 gigs of RAM. I can change, for example, to 1024. Come down here, save, and this step, after a few seconds, can completely change the performance of your website, including making several plugins that were stopping working due to the use of PHP are available on your website. Excessive memory or not excessive, just the necessary usage. Get them back up and running. So, check with your hosting company if your plan has memory values greater than 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabytes. Ideally, plans should have more than that because PHP is just one of the parts that will use your hosting's memory. Checking the PHP extensions that your plugins and themes require can help you solve many of the problems as well. Here within the hosting panel, we go to PHP configuration. We go to PHP extension and we check the extensions that are already natively active and you cannot deactivate them. And below are several other extensions that you can optionally activate. Most hosting companies do not have this type of extension available, which is why we chose Hostinger as a partner. Let's go. I'll give you an example, and this is just an example. You can use this base for any plugin you use. You go to Google and search for the name of the plugin and the PHP extensions it needs. Or read the documentation. So, for example here, Elementor. He has the PHP ZLIB extension as a necessity. He needs this extension active. Coincidentally, it is also an extension required by WordPress. So it's obvious that our site has the extension active, but it's important for you to know that all of your plugins have PHP extensions that they need to work. A plugin can depend on an extension. Another plugin may depend on another. So it's important that you have all necessary extensions active. How do you find this out? Talking to the plugin developer or reading the documentation. Generally, most hosting companies come with all the necessary extensions active, but there may be cases where you have to test to see if your plugin depends on any extension. Additional PHP. Now let's move on to the solution, where we will change Taxess. In many cases, restoring Taxess to the WordPress default resolves most issues. However, it is important to pay attention to the following. If you use a caching plugin within WordPress, you must deactivate the plugin first. If your WordPress isn't even loading, then yes, you can change Taxess first and later disable the cache plugin. Most caching plugins change the WordPress Taxess file. Let's go. I'm going to open my hosting panel again. I'm going to come to the file manager. Go to the file manager and look for the current Taxess of my website in public.html. I will look for the Taxess file. He is here. The first thing I should do is create a copy of it. So I go to Copy File, select the current folder I'm in, copy, and it will create another Taxess for me outside of public.html. Another method for you to make a backup is also to simply right-click. Turn Taxess into a zip file, for example, and then you will have your zip in case you need to restore. Okay, let's open Taxess. Notice that my Taxess is completely changed. These changes are due to my Lightspeed cache plugin. It makes changes, but the original WordPress Taxess doesn't look like this. In the official WordPress documentation, we can see the original appearance of Taxess. In an error situation, you can copy the content Paste the new content inside Taxes and save the file. This will help you test whether your website will work again or not. If the site does not work again, restore the file as it was, and the file does not work again. And let's go to the next step. Another way to fix errors is to deactivate or change the theme that WordPress is currently using. Let's go. If you have access to the panel, you will do it in a very simple way. Appearance, Themes. Select a different theme and click Activate. Thus, the theme will be activated, and this will change the entire interface of the website. By doing this, you can access your website and check if it works again. Okay. If you don't have access to the WordPress panel, you can also do this through the doubles bank. Let's go step by step. The first thing you have to do is open your hosting file manager so we can check what other themes you have installed. Go to publica.html, go to the WP content folder, go to the themes folder. And inside the folder, you will see all the themes. These themes are the default WordPress themes. Okay. Now let's go to your hosting panel and locate your database. Okay. PHPMyAdmin. Let's go into PHPMyAdmin to be able to modify your database. We are going to look for a WordPress table that is responsible for changing the default WordPress theme. Let's go here to our database. We have the options table, and we're going to look here for the themes table. Let's switch here to page 2. No. And here we find the template and style sheets. Here are the two tables you need to change your WordPress theme. So let's go. Let's assume I don't want to use this theme because this theme is causing a problem on my website. I can come here and get the name of another theme, clicking here on Rename. Copy the theme name, cancel it. Come here, double-click, and change the theme name. Down here, again, changing the name of the theme. I click off the screen, and that's it. The two lines were swapped and changed. When I go back to my WordPress, I will notice that the theme that is active now is again this theme here. So, by doing this, I changed the active theme, and if the active theme was generating any type of error within my WordPress, I just correct it. Once this is done, I either change the theme of my website or I update the theme that was causing the problem. Time is money. If you need a team to solve problems with your applications, your infrastructure, and your web application, contact us. The link in the description has our calendar open to the public with hours and days that you can select. Check out and receive our exclusive service from a bunch of technology mad people for a client who needs it. Your time is worth a lot to us. If you don't want to, that's okay. Just watch the video until the end, and I'm sure you'll be able to solve your problem. If you want to make money solving WordPress problems, there's a link in the description that will take you to the best training there is. I want you to think about the following. What do you think is most likely? That someone pays you $1,000 for a website that they don't even know if they need? Or that someone who already has a website working and has a problem pays you $1,000 to solve it? Solve problems with tools that already exist. It is a huge and little explored market. You have the opportunity to work on the urgency, the need of businesses that are already active. Click on the link in the description, and I'm sure you'll like it. Come on. If none of the previous steps in this video managed to fix your problem, I'll now teach you how to contact Gutenberg support via the WordPress.org website. Let's go. I'm already here on the WordPress.org page. I'm already on the plugin page. I'm going to leave all these links, everything we use in this video here in the first pinned comment. Let's go. First thing, you will access this link that I left in the pinned comment. On WordPress.org, you will access this page again. If you have created your account, we will go here within this Gutenberg page. We will go to support. Entering the support page, we go to the create a topic part. By going here, we are going to do the first thing we are going to do is add a title. What will this title be? You will put a title referring to the error you are receiving. Later, You will add the link to your website. I will put here the link that we use in class. Now we will add the body of the error message that you will explain to the support team what is the error you are having. I'm going to add a default message here. That will be the special touch of this video, which will make it much easier for the support team to understand the error you are having and respond to you much faster. I will also leave this message in the pinned comment so you can copy and use it within your support thread. So, what do we have in this message here? We have my environment, which is your work environment, where you are trying to run the plugin and are receiving this error message. And we will add, within this message, some very important points that will help the support team to help you solve the problem you are receiving. Let's go. The first thing we will do is enter the hosting company you are using. I will use Hostinger as an example. You will also enter the version of PHP that you are using within your environment. I will put 7.4. You will also put the version of WordPress you are using. The version of the plugin you are using. You will add all the plugins. I repeat, put all the plugins you have installed inside of your website, preferably installed and activated, because those that are deactivated will probably not cause any type of problem. I already have some separate ones here that I'm going to use as a test, just to give an example for you guys. If you have a caching plugin installed within your environment, you must also make this clear in the error message. And in addition to making this clear in the error message, to specify the plugin, you must specify whether it is activated or not. Because both the plugins that are installed, especially the cache plugin, if it is active, could be causing the error you are receiving on your website due to Gutenberg. Let's go. Now, to finalize the message you are going to send to support, you will add a message explaining what you are trying to do. What should happen when you try to perform the action you are doing within your website. And you will locate the message. Add what is happening. What is returning the error to you. This will make it clear to the support team what you are trying to do and what error is being returned to you. Even if you don't have a specific error message, they will be able to understand what is happening with this message written the way I left it here for you. Come on. To finish, we're going to add some tags to your topic to also make the support team's work easier. Now we have some boxes here that you can select. If it makes sense with what you wrote in the message you will send to support. If not, it's only worth marking this last one here, which will notify you when your topic has been answered. And that's it. I hope you can solve your problem. Do this here, and it is almost 100% certain that support will respond to you. Using this technique, this specific message like the one I showed you here, you have a much greater chance of receiving a quick and accurate response from support. Until now, from Gutenberg. And that's it. The video ends here. Thanks. Follow.